Good morning. It's 7:30 in the morning and we are off to court in a faraway land. This is one of my favorite things, if I'm being frank. I love getting out of Kingston and going to other parts of New York State to check out their courthouses, their culture, their communities. I love grabbing a lunch and a coffee in foreign places. And so today we've got a long drive ahead of us to get to court. We had to get on the road early, around 7 a.m. Many people don't know that one of the things that comes along with being a trial lawyer, in addition to the long days, the client interactions, the paperwork, the courtrooms, the experiences, the trials, you spend a lot of time in the car, you spend a lot of time on the road. I have always had this belief that justice knows no borders. When I was a young lawyer, my partners, they really restricted their business to a certain geographic area. And at that time, I totally understood the logic and the rationale. But now with the advent of technology and Zoom and Teams meetings and things of that nature, I can take cases all over the state of New York. This is what I was hired to do, was to go kick in the doors, to announce my presence, and to push the line on behalf of my client. And that's what we're gonna go do today. I'm a hired mercenary. We are in New York City today. I've got a big court appearance in the New York State Supreme Court, New York County. I'm representing an injured construction worker. And today, the camera's following me. We're gonna show you what it's like to come down to New York City and go to court representing injured people. So we're standing outside of the iconic New York City courthouse at 60 Center Street in downtown Manhattan. Keith and I were just inside representing an injured New York City construction worker. So much of the work that we do at New York Injury Law serves injured New York City workers, right, Keith?
Yeah, we try cases in courthouses like this all over the state. This is one of the most beautiful and iconic courthouses. We're down here all the time, fighting for our clients, trying to get great results.
In the early days of the firm's creation, as we envisioned our plan and our business model, we knew that we wanted to win for New Yorkers everywhere. And that's why we chose the name New York Injury Law. It is why we invested in the case management software, the technology that we are utilizing now in the day-to-day operations. It's cloud-based. We can be anywhere. We have hired 2, if not 3 people already, and we have learned that our cloud-based system allows us to have a further reach. We can onboard people in other parts of the state and they have access to the files in the system. We have a team that is dedicated to the objective, and we have, in the first quarter of our existence, signed up cases and are helping clients from all over the state. I mean, our last 4 cases in the past few days have come through.
Syracuse, Long Island, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx,
and it's
Kingston,
wildly
Saratoga,
exciting. It's
Albany,
it's awesome.
And this is what we had envisioned. So it's great to see that what we had envisioned is coming true. And it's great to be here down in the city, one of the most iconic spots in New York State, where we can sort of celebrate this coming out. And
one more thing.
Yeah.
Are you going to take me for a nice lunch right now?
Yes, and a milkshake.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this is Exhibit A. This is considered a dangerous device. This ladder is not the safest option that the landowner or general contractor could give to a construction worker. This is the cheapest tool that a contractor could give to a construction worker. And so if somebody gets hurt climbing a ladder that's accessible to the public, to pedestrian traffic, it doesn't look like it's attached at the top, they would have a labor law case.
We're down here at Brooklyn Supreme Court. I've done a lot of cases down in this courthouse. One of the special things about Brooklyn is it's actually the location of the appellate division for the 2nd Department, which is a couple blocks down the road. And that's where I was admitted to actually be a lawyer. It seems like such a long time ago, but it was a special part that allowed me into the practice of law so that I could help people. And what a career it's been so far.
This area here in Brooklyn holds a special place in my heart. When I met my wife, we were both in the process of graduating. I was graduating from law school, she was graduating from college, and she wanted to pursue a career in the fashion industry. And so she lived in Brooklyn while working in Manhattan. And it just happened to be that the first law firm I worked for had a lot of litigation in the southern tier of New York, including Brooklyn and Long Island. And so it worked out wonderfully for the beginning of our relationship. I would spend a lot of time right here in Brooklyn litigating in the federal court right behind us here, the Eastern District of New York, the Brooklyn Supreme Court. And during that time, I fell in love with my wife and we began and fostered our relationship. So anytime I get the opportunity to come back to Brooklyn Heights, I love it. It brings back some wonderful times for me. Just want to talk to you all quickly about motions, okay? As we manage this law practice, there are 3 deadlines that can get us into trouble. Those 3 deadlines are the statute of limitations, motion return dates, and the 30 days required to file notices of appeal.
That's easy enough. Good.
All right, thank you all.
Bye.
Bye. As I, again, take this new leadership role on, I need to do things that I never did at my other firm, which was have meetings with my teammates and try to improve the systems to gain efficiency. Because if you're asking for adjournments on motions, you're in theory slowing your client's case down. And we want to avoid that. As the plaintiff's lawyer, we want to be pushing. We always want to be going forward. We don't want to be the cause of delay. So that's why I had that meeting. We just got back from New York City. It was a long but productive day. We moved the case forward. It did not settle, but I know it will soon. The day doesn't end after a long day on the road. Instead, we have to go inside. We have to debrief, make notes, move this case forward, check in with the staff and see what happened, probably make a bunch of calls. That's it for this episode. I hope you'll tune in next time. And don't forget, if you like what we're doing here, give it a like, subscribe, tune in next time.